I feel like you're one of the biggest rappers that I feel we know the littlest about. Like, we really usually don't see certain aspects of your life. We hear the raps, and obviously, like, I think you create a very vivid picture. But like every now and then we'll see some shit like I see you post on the ground. I think it was on your story. You say, yo, I'm like the best rapper. Like I forgot exactly how you phrased it. Yeah. And I remember I posted it, and people were having some debates, and it was going back and forth. And some people was like, well, he was, but he fell out of that conversation. And some people were like, nah, this is hell underrated. What sparked you to even put that up in the first place? Did you feel like, you were getting overlooked or what?
Yeah, that was definitely a thing that led to that. Me feeling like I was underappreciated as an artist. Because like you say, like, people don't really know me off my personal shit. You only know me off music. And I got as big as I did. Like, a lot of can't say that in hip-hop. Like, a lot of hip-hop boosts, a lot of rap niggas in general with controversy and shit like that. Like, I don't really, like, of course I got shit going on now, but where you know me from the very beginning, it's just that nigga know how to rap.
I feel like that's like the steroids in this game now, where it's like, I feel like certain rappers get to a particular part, they start feeling like they maxing out their potential, and the label probably be like, yo, you know what you need is, you need a girl that's popping on IG. You need to lean into the relationship, lean into some of the personal stuff. Like, again, you're right. You primarily what people know you for is music. Does that make you a little bit more proud to be like, man, I ain't had to do all the other bullshit for sure to get attention?
For sure, because that's just the type of person I am. Like, I keep my personal life personal, or to myself. And like, most of the time when you find out some shit about me, it's because another motherfucker who was in my circle or was close enough to me. That's how that shit came. Because I ain't really even trying to talk for real though.
You never speak on it. Like, I was looking up old interviews on you, and like, I mean, as you did one with I think that might be one of your most personal interviews. You were talking about like girlfriend and breakup. Like, you were talking about how you got your heart broken, like back in like high school or whatever the case is. Yeah. But really, we don't know. Like, again, you don't exploit that shit. Like, you're not a nigga to get online and be like, man, this motherfucker did this and this person did this. You kind of let everybody talk about you. How do you process that though? Because I know for me personally, when, even when you're trying to stay above the fray, there's only so much you could deal with when people saying stuff about you, because you probably have a side to your story, that whatever story it is too.
I'm more of an in-person person. I like to address a lot of shit in person or in real life, so the internet don't really faze me in that aspect, because I'm so confident in me knowing what's going on in real life that internet shit ain't gonna never bother me. Like, so that's one of the main reasons I don't never indulge.
You said you felt unappreciated. I'm guessing it's probably overall, but when you did you feel like it was the fans? Was it the media? Because I think around that time too, there was a lot of conversations about who were like either who was hot at the time or whatever the case, or who were the people to be watching out for. And sometimes those conversations happen and your name gets left out. And sometimes, unfortunately, we'll remind people like, oh shit, damn, this nigga look at this song that's been dominating the charts, or look how his music's been doing. Like, and you speak a lot through your music, and your music doing well, but sometimes maybe because you're not that loud and boisterous, or you don't come across egotistical, like, people will be like, you know what I mean? I say the same about 21 Savage. He's a cool, close friend of mine. Like, every time I'm talking about Atlanta, sometimes he slips through the cracks because he's not the nigga who's saying, like, beating on his chest saying, I'm the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, how do you feel about that? Was the question and the statement. So like, who did you feel unappreciated by? And was that just one of those moments where you just have to remind people?
Yeah, it was more so that, like, as a whole though, like when you like what you were saying earlier, like sometimes your name getting left out of certain topics or discussions, and you know how much you accomplished, that'll make you look at shit like, what the fuck? Why you don't feel me? Why you ain't saying me, or why my name ain't in that discussion?
What discussion did you see? Maybe was it like a rap discussion, or is it overall rap, or was it like Chicago? Because sometimes I feel like even when they're talking about the greats that are coming out of Chicago, sometimes they'll forget about you. You get what I mean? And,
sure.
and sometimes that's a skewed perspective, because they'll look at the people who sometimes have a lot of controversy because they know Chicago for that, but they're not realizing like, shit, whether they know it or not, you're a Chicago artist who's doing crazy numbers, who probably maybe done some more numbers than some of the other people they talk about.
Yeah, I've look at that as more so like experience thing. I say like all of the other rappers that's in these same topics or discussions is like the forefathers of this drill shit, Chicago rap shit, been doing this shit like 10 years plus, So I really can't really, I mean, of course I want to be in that because this the city that I'm from. I grinded, I made it out there, motherfucker, and I did my shit. But that's the only way I look at it when it comes to Chicago, because people done got artists that they done grew up on since they was little kids, and then I'm still, I mean, during my break, which added on to the time, but like I was an artist that took off in a small amount of time and accomplished a lot in a small amount of time. So that'll make, even though I'm accomplishing so much, we're only having we're having a small amount of time in, that'll make a motherfucker not really want to look towards like what I'm doing. I don't know. That's how I see it though.